Hello, my reading friends, and welcome. We are getting ready to kick off the 2024 Family Dinner Book Club, and this is going to be our 10th year doing this. And I am so excited whether you're joining us for the 10th year, or this is your third year, or even if this is your first year. So each November, we announce the theme and the focus books for the year, for the upcoming year. One of the reasons that we like to do this in November is many of you have told us that you like to get either some or all of the books for holiday gifts. So we like to do this prior to the holiday rush so that you can make arrangements and get those books if you'd like to give them for gifts for this holiday season. So just a little bit about Family Dinner Book Club, the way that it works. So on the first of each month, we will release a book list and with a featured book. And you can choose to either read that feature book, which is a picture book, generally, or you can read another book on the book list that goes with the theme, or you might choose to do a study of multiple books that are on the book list. So you read with your family. Then we have conversation starters that you can print out so that when you choose, whatever day you choose to have your family dinner book club during that month, these conversation starters will help you kind of get the discussion going about the book. You might not even need them. Your discussions might just take off, but they're there in case you need them. You'll be able to print them and have them with you right at the dinner table. Then we also have a themed menu to go with the focus book, or really in this case, the whole theme for the month. The recipes that we're going to share will really go with almost any of the books that will be on that list, most likely. But they're really geared towards whatever our focus book is. So, as I said, all of this information will be available on the first of each month at growingbookbybook.com. We also have a special newsletter that is just for Family Dinner Book Club. So if you aren't interested in getting all of the other great resources I share on Growing Book by Book, book lists and early literacy activities, and you just want the Family Dinner Book Club information, we have a separate email list just for Family Dinner Book Club. And Jasmine, my assistant, on the first of each month will send out an email to you notifying you that it's time to plan your next Family Dinner Book Club for the upcoming month. She will have all of the links in there for you to get you ready to go. So I will give you more information at the end of how you can get on that email list if you are not already on it. And then we also have a Family Dinner Book Club Facebook page. And this is a community page that Jasmine also runs for me. And on this page, she shares lots of food-related dinner things. She shares some links that will just help you have a successful month and just book ideas and cooking ideas and things like that. So you can also sign up for that. That is, if you just go to Facebook and type in Family Dinner Book Club, it's a public page and it'll pop up and you can join the community there. All right, my friends, the wait is over. The 2024 theme is, let me screenshot here, one moment. Give me 1 second to get this popping up for you. I'd love to know if you can put it in the chat if you are new to Family Dinner Book Club, or if this is going to be your, oops, now you're seeing double me, or if this is maybe your second year or your 10th year. Let me know in the comments. All right, here we go. All right, Family Dinner Book Club 2024. Any hints by the pictures that you see on our screen here? Our theme is going to be good food and books. So really kind of the core of Family Dinner Book Club and the things that get our conversations up and rolling are about the food and the books. We have those two things, and we've got the foundation for a great family dinner book club. So for 2024, that's going to be our feature. We are going to be focusing on books that are centered on food or food-related items or themes, if you will. So, are you ready to see what January holds? We are going to kick off January with soup because or not soup, that shouldn't say soup. Silly me, that was supposed to say tea. Oh, already having mistakes here. January is not soup, but soup comes later in the year. January is all about tea. I guess when I was looking at the picture here, when I was whipping this up, I was like, oh, that looks like a pot of soup. But January is going to be tea because January is hot tea month. So Masala Chai Fast and Slow is going to be our featured book. This is a 2023 release. If you can't get a hold of this book or you're just interested in reading another great book about tea, I will have a whole book list for you on books just about tea. So that will be January. All right, moving on to February. February, I'm super excited about this one, is restaurant and food truck food. And our featured book is another 2023 release. It was just released a couple of months ago. And this is by the wonderful Grace Lin. It is Chinese Menu, the history, myths, and legends behind your favorite foods. So this is so interesting to hear Grace Lin describe this book because it's not a picture book and it's not a chapter book, but it is a big book. It's about 300 pages. But there's individual stories within the book. So you can choose to read all of them, or just like a menu, you can pick and choose which stories that you want to read about. And it's very cool. If you open up and take the dust jacket book cover off of the book, it actually looks like the front of a menu, and then you open it up and the book is divided by appetizers and soups and chef specials and desserts. So you can read about the myths and legends behind our favorite Chinese American foods, such as my kids and I today read The Dragon and the Phoenix, or there's beef and broccoli you can read about, or Empress chicken and chopsticks and so many things. So this is going to be a really fun one to read for February. And then, of course, either going to a Chinese American restaurant or getting Chinese takeout and having the most amazing conversation with your family for Family Dinner Book Club in February. So I think this is a really fun one too, because you could also tie it into February when we celebrate Lunar New Year. All right, are you ready to move on to March? For March, it's all about sweets. Oh, yes. So we have a nonfiction picture book pick this month. And this is how Milton Hershey brought milk chocolate to America on the corner of Chocolate Avenue. And obviously, it is all about Milton Hershey. And so it would seem pretty logical that on our menu, we might have some Hershey bars, perhaps making some s'mores or something. So this will be fun to incorporate some and bring in some nonfiction books, and can have some great conversations. And of course, a chocolate-themed menu is probably a must for this month. All right, moving on to April. For April, we are doing The Tastes of Many Cultures. And you'll notice throughout all of my book lists, I'm going book by book for the most part, and through Family Dinner Book Club, that we really tried to make them as multicultural as possible throughout the whole year. We're just going to put some extra emphasis into this for the month of April. And for the month of April, we are going to read What's Cooking at 10 Garden Street. And the neat thing about this book is within this apartment building, there are many different families and many different cultures that are represented. And we're going to learn about all of those different cultures and the different people and families that live in this apartment, and how they all come together to share a great meal and learn more about foods that are representative of different cultures. So that is for April. That month, I will also have a complete book list for you of books that have foods from different cultures that you could explore. All right, we're ready to move into May. And for May, we are going to focus on dumplings. Oh, yes, many different cultures have some type of dumpling dish that they like to prepare. And so this month we are going to read Dumplings for Lily. And again, if you can believe it, there are actually quite a few children's picture books about dumplings. So I'll have a whole list for you so that you can read even more. I think this would be a super fun month to try to make dumplings together with your family. Perhaps your own culture already has a favorite dumpling recipe, or you might try a new recipe. All right, moving on to June to take us halfway through the year. It's Fruit and Veggies Month. This is a perfect time, hopefully, your kids and you will be inspired to maybe plant some fruits and veggies at your own house. We're going to read I Love Strawberries. And yes, hands up if you do like strawberries. Love strawberry picking, love all things strawberries. And this is a neat book. It's written in a diary format. And when you're done reading it, you will be hopefully inspired and well prepared to even maybe try to grow some of your own strawberries. And again, this month I will have lots of other books that have fruits and vegetables as a focus. Obviously, our menu that month will be very heavy fruit and veggies. All right, moving on to July. We've got another sweet treat. We're doing ice cream and popsicles. We have another nonfiction pick, just like we did in, March. We had a nonfiction pick. We have The Sweetest Scoop, Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream Revolution, all about how these two gentlemen started their Ben & Jerry's ice cream company and the story behind that. Obviously, need a trip to the store to pick up your favorite flavor. What is your favorite flavor of Ben & Jerry's? Chubby Hubby is probably my top pick. What about you? Drop it in the comments. Let me know what's your favorite Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor. All right, moving on to August. August, we are going to focus on children's cookbooks and chefs. And the book that I've chosen for this month is United Tastes of America. So the really cool thing about this book is it takes us through all of the 50 states. It gives us a brief little overview, a 2-page spread. It's a thick book, but you don't have to read it from cover to cover. So you can kind of pick and choose maybe which states you want to read about it. So each state will have a 2-page spread on it, kind of giving the highlights of foods that are unique or that the state is known for. And then you flip the page and there's going to be a colored picture of a recipe and one of the recipes that is related to that state. So it would be really cool, obviously, if you made the dish for whatever state you live in. Perhaps you've lived in multiple states, so perhaps you make dishes from all of those states for Family Dinner Book Club, your Family Dinner Book Club. Perhaps you may decide you're going to pick and choose based on where relatives live or places maybe that you vacationed. There's so many opportunities. There's a good mix between desserts and main dishes and side dishes. So this is a fun book. But if you choose not to do this book, I will have a whole list of other children's cookbooks for you to enjoy or books about individual chefs. So that is for August. We are ready to move to September. September soup. January, not soup. September, soup. Soup-tember for September. And Soup and Stew, actually, are the books that we will highlight. I have actually started to work on this book list already. It's amazing how many wonderful children's books there are about soup and stew. We are going to go with our focus book of Okra Stew for this month, which is a delightful story. Love seeing a father cooking with their child, which is just wonderful. So that is going to be our focus. They go and they gather from their community all of the ingredients that they're going to need to make okra stew. There's actually a recipe in the back of this book, so obviously that will be part of our themed menu. A few of our books have recipes in them too, which I always love when a food-centered book shares a recipe at the end. All right, moving on to October and November. I think October and November might be my favorites because these are just two foods that I really, really love. So October is pizza. Yes, pizza. Lots of amazing picture books about pizza out there, right, too. We're going with this informational pick. Pizza, a slice of history. I know it sounds like, oh, that sounds kind of dry and boring. No. This is a super fun book. I learned so much. Very playful and engaging and just perfect for this month. Pizza, a slice of history. And you got it, pizza is on the menu for Family Dinner Book Club. All right, so pizza might be my favorite, but close second will be our November, which is all about bread. Lots of books about bread that I can't wait to share with you, but our focus book is going to be Bubby and Ripka's Best Ever Challah or Challah so far. There's quite a few, not just books about bread, but books about challah bread. So I'm excited to share those with you as we travel along with this family as they try to make the best bread ever. One of my favorite kinds of bread. So you can head to the kitchen and do some bread baking of your own, or maybe visit a bakery and buy some bread if you don't want to try to make bread for Family Dinner Book Club in November. All right, and to wrap things up in December, our focus in December is all about family celebrations. And we are going to read for our focus book, Soul Food Sunday, which is just a wonderful book. The illustrations in this book are just stunning. You can feel the vibrant feel of this family getting together for their Sunday meal. And guess what the recipe is that's included in the back of the book is for? If you peek down in the right-hand corner under that shredder, it might give you a clue. Oh yes, there is a recipe included for macaroni and cheese. So that is what we are going to end our year of good food and books on for Family Dinner Book Club 2024. So let me move this up so you can see me now. So I hope that you are as excited as we are to bring you a new year, our 10th year of Family Dinner Book Club. So whether you are a family doing this together with your family, that's fantastic. We also have so many other different groups of people who are doing Family Dinner Book Club. For example, we have a women's group, a church group in Nebraska. They've been meeting, I'll have to ask how long. I think they've been with us since the very beginning. I could be wrong, but it's been a long time. And they meet monthly and read the children's books together, and then they incorporate praying for whatever the topic is for that particular month, and then they share great food together. We have schools. We have a principal who runs a book club, a dinner book club, with her students in the school, and they can sign up to be a part of that after school. We have other schools that hold family dinner book clubs, so they invite families in and they all meet together. We have libraries who do it at the library level. Even if you don't want to host, we have on the site, I'll show, or the resource that I have for you in a second, I have a letter that librarians and teachers can send home to families to invite them to just learn more about Family Dinner Book Club, and that this free resource exists for them to try. We've had librarians set up displays for at the beginning of the year announcing the Family Dinner Book Club and printing off. We have a book list of all the themes for each month and the books. Some libraries even do monthly displays for Family Dinner Book Club. They also like to make sure they have multiple copies of those books, whatever the focus book is, in stock for families for Family Dinner Book Club. So there's so many ideas. It doesn't have to just be at the family level. If you are a teacher, schools can get involved. If you are a librarian, librarians can get involved. Church groups, Girl Scout groups or scouting groups, Boy Scout groups can do. There are just so many ways for so many people to participate. So I would love, if you know somebody who might be interested, to share this resource with them. I would really appreciate that. If I can go back, let me just go to this last screen here. So if you visit growingbookbybook.com, right now I have, it'll be on the front page, but if you're watching this later, you can also just in the search bar, search 2024 Family Dinner Book Club. It will pop up. If you scroll down towards the bottom, you'll see all of the books you can order. If you want to purchase the books, you can order them right off of that site. It will have links at the beginning of each month. There will be a link that you can click on. It will take you to the printable book list of all the books on that theme, the conversation starters and the conversation starters that you can print, and then links to the menu. Those will all be on there, and that will be updated each month. In addition, if you sign up for the Family Dinner Book Club email, all that information will be emailed to you. You can download and print it for free. In addition to that, within that post, you can print out the schedule now, so you can hang it on the refrigerator or copy it and send it home with patrons if you're a librarian, or if you're a teacher, send it home with families. There's a parent letter that introduces it, and then there's just a general sheet that just has the months and the theme, the focus books for the month, so you can hang that up. So all of those resources are in that post. So if you go to growingbookbybook.com, as soon as we're done here, you will see all of that. Order the books, print out the stuff, and then the first of each month in 2024 is when the bigger book list will be available, the conversation starters, and your menu links. Okay? Excuse me. And then you can also follow Family Dinner Book Club on Facebook. Jasmine is really good at the beginning of each month. She'll make sure to post on there the link to Growing Book by Book to get all your monthly information. And we always love to see your pictures. We share those on the Facebook page too. So if you want to be a part of that community and see what other people's book clubs are looking like, we would love to have you over there too. So 2 places to go. Go to growingbookbybook.com. Look for the 2024 Family Dinner Book Club post. Print out your schedule. If you're not on the email list already, sign up for the email list. And then head over to Facebook and follow Family Dinner Book Club on Facebook, so you're getting that information too. And finally, please, please, please share with somebody else who you think would love to participate with us this year. So that is going to be a wrap for our announcement of 2024 Family Dinner Book Club. Please feel free to leave messages or questions down in the comments, and I will be sure to answer them for you. So I look forward to great food and books with you in the new year. Goodbye, everybody.